From dragon's lair to wizard's keep, we journey far where shadows creep. With magic's might and fearless cheer, we'll conquer all, no foe we fear. Heave-ho, me hearties, adventure awaits. Through mystical lands and enchanted gates. With swords in hand and tales untold, we'll find our glory and riches of gold. So join us now on this epic quest for treasure, adventure, and glory's crest. With stars above and the seas below, our pirate saga's about to unfold. The sails are high and the winds do blow. We're pirates born with hearts aglow. In a fantasy world where legends grow, we seek out treasure in the realms below. Hee-ho, me-hearties, adventure awaits. Through mystical lands and enchanted gates. With swords in hand and tales untold, we'll find our glory and riches of gold. From dragon's lair to wizard's keep, we journey far where shadows creep. With magic's might and fearless cheer, we'll conquer all, no foe we fear. Heave-ho, me hearties, adventure awaits. Through mystical lands and enchanted gates. With swords in hand and tales untold, we'll find our glory and riches of gold. So join us now on this epic quest for treasure, adventure, and glory's crest. With stars above and the seas below, our pirate saga's about to unfold. The sails are high and the winds do blow. We're pirates born with hearts aglow. In a fantasy world where legends grow, we seek out treasure in the realms below. Hee-ho, me hearties, adventure awaits. Through mystical lands and enchanted gates. With swords in hand and tales untold, we'll find our glory and riches of gold. From dragon's lair to wizard's keep, we journey far where shadows creep. With magic's might and fearless cheer, we'll conquer all, no foe we fear. Heave-ho, me hearties, adventure awaits. Through mystical lands and enchanted gates. With swords in hand and tales untold, we'll find our glory and riches of gold. So join us now on this epic quest for treasure, adventure, and glory's crest. With stars above and the seas below, our pirate saga's about to unfold. The sails are high and the winds do blow. We're pirates born with hearts aglow. In a fantasy world where legends grow, we seek out treasure in the realms below. Hee-ho, me hearties, adventure awaits. Through mystical lands and enchanted gates. With swords in hand and tales untold, we'll find our glory and riches of gold. From dragon's lair to wizard's keep, we journey far where shadows creep. With magic's might and fearless cheer, we'll conquer all, no foe we fear. Heave-ho, me hearties, adventure awaits. Through mystical lands and enchanted gates. With swords in hand and tales untold, we'll find our glory and riches of gold. So join us now on this epic quest for treasure, adventure, and glory's crest. With stars above and the seas below, our pirate saga's about to unfold.
trouble to the party?
I'm not any trouble.
Anything.
I haven't done anything.
You're always stealing something.
I'm working hard. I'm working hard.
Well, welcome as we discuss who causes the most trouble on this ship and who gets themselves. Oh, I am echoing. That needs to be muted. There we
El
go.
Muto.
I was listening to the
El Muto
song
Caroccio.
that I threw in the weighted thing, but we're good there. All right, well, welcome to Tuesday nights.
Oh God, now I hear it.
Yeah, it's gonna be real quick.
That was Biggles. You fucked up.
Welcome to
Some
Smoke
big
and Barrel.
It wasn't me.
It probably was.
I am excited to be here. We missed last week because I got violently ill because of a migraine, so that was a lot of fun. Staring at this computer screen would have not been pleasant at all. We left it on a bit of a cliffhanger, but before we talk about what's going on and jump right into it, let's see how the crew is feeling today. And we'll just kind of go across the board here. One of the characters who's in some I guess deep water for maybe this party, all being short joke, if you get it. Moss, how are you?
I'm dead, guys. Not yet. I'm not dead. But, I guess time will tell. I'm of the two of us who are down in the bilge dying, I'm the one who can't breathe underwater. So not only am I unconscious, I'm probably inhaling water at this point. So at this point, I am currently looking at other characters, other options that I might take up. So unfortunately, hopefully, I'm praying to Caden Kalian that I will make it out the other side of this somehow, because I have yet to speak Russian to anybody.
You speak Russian?
Yeah. Wilhelm speaks Russian.
Like John Wick.
Because of that one adventure where, people go to Russia and Pathfinder and fight the Baba Yaga.
Yeah, so there's probably like a weird dialect. Well, and if you look at I guess technically, since we're playing, I don't know if that one is before or after this, but whatever. It's still fun. But yeah, there's probably a dialect in the current time that is slightly Russian now. That'd be pretty funny. But anyway, going down the list here, JT, your character is alive and kicking.
I feel great. I'm up there doing my work, oblivious to my friends dying.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of how it happens in a ship sometimes, separate the party, but this little bit here kind of makes you separate, split the party. But we'll see. And then, we'll go to our next unconscious character, Biggles. How are you today?
Well, I'm drowned in water, but luckily I can breathe underwater. Yay. And I am praying to Besmara that I don't have to come back as Spot Goldentail, Lucky's older brother.
We're all praying for that, sir.
Yeah, that might just give you some plot armor just for that reason.
He doesn't like peg legs.
Doesn't so would it act differently? Because I feel like if you don't like or do like, you're gonna act the same.
Well, see, Spot Goldentail is the mature older brother. He's 28 in dog years.
Okay, that makes sense.
And he's neutered.
Anyway, probably going on to our last crew member here, one who will probably cause the most trouble, but will probably get himself out of it when necessary. Yeah, Mega, how are you today?
I'm doing all right. I don't think Gears is getting into any trouble, but I do have a charisma modifier of +4. So, yeah, okay. I'm pretty sure I can get out of anything I get into.
Yeah, nice. Well, now that we know everybody is doing pretty good here, I'm going to throw on some background music, which is all through Foundry, through Sirenscape. Setting the stage again here. Ooh, let me turn that up just a tad here. So maybe you can catch it. A little storm music, as that is what's going on. The Wormwood got caught in a storm, and there's a few things that needed to happen. the biggest thing was the bilge needed to be pumped, needed an extra man. Now our characters are familiar with the bilge, as in the other day they had to go down there and kill some giant rats that had nested down there. While killing those rats, they did not notice some other creepy crawlies lurking in the shadows of that place. But, you know, it happens. You know, sometimes you just don't roll quite high enough on your checks when other things are, you know, a little bit more experienced in the ways of stealth. Now, Gears and Hauk, Tuah, you guys are diligently working. You know, the storm, you decided, you know, probably not a good day to shirk duties or, you know, try to influence people when everybody else seems to be working pretty diligently. The storm's pretty bad. You guys are kind of continuing your day. Plug and Scourge are walking around. And, you know, come what would normally be that like 1 or 2 o'clock hour, Scourge and Plug have already handed out a handful of lashings to people who are kind of not stepping up on their duties. You guys have been fine. I remember where you guys rolled really high. Again, Gears, you're kind of a robot. So to be quite honest, they don't really know what to do to punish you. They might just like throw salt water on you and hope it rusts you. So for the most part, unless you do something that is, you know, very, very bad, you're probably going to get too much in trouble. And especially if you're sticking with Ambrose. Ambrose seems to kind of also have some sort of weird immunity on the ship, even though he doesn't like any of the officers or the captains. But yeah, you guys are working diligently. You're seeing some punishments thrown out. And I would like both of you to make perception checks real quick for me.
Who, us alive people?
Yes. Hauk, Tuah,
The
and
alive
Gears.
people.
Those who are dead cannot perceive.
I don't see shit.
I'll say Gears, you notice as you know, are probably sent off on an errand by Ambrose to grab something from somewhere in the ship or even go on deck. You notice 3 people. Well, first you see Paul the Pale, was, you know, with you guys when you first arrived on the ship, and for the most has stuck with your little group. Kind of quiet, half orc, doesn't really do much, gambles a little bit, drinks his rum, whatever. You see him run by you and head up to the main deck, and then a few moments later come back down with a couple other pirates. You see Sly, the other Gripply, on board, who relationship is a tad rocky, but then also Sandra Quinn, who's kind of a friend of the party. They seem to head down to lower decks. With your 21, you kind of catch a bit of the conversation that Paul is, you know, seeing if Sandra has any healing she can administer, as there are a couple pirates who are in need. You don't catch who he's referring to, but that is kind of what you catch during the day.
As they're running back down, I would try to... is there anything I can help you with? Gears is ready.
Paul will look at you and say, well, it's your friends there. They seem to have gotten into some trouble down in the bilge. I think they're alive. I heard Lucky did a yelp. I was going to say it sounded like a dog yelp, but I guess it was a dog yelping. And I was jumped down the bilge just in time to watch Wilhelm get his shoulder ripped by a huge spider that was down there. They seem to have done some work, but they are unconscious. They seem to be alive, but without any healing, I don't know how much longer they will be. If you'd like to help, I got them into the lower deck. I don't know really much what else to do.
I will be right there. Let me get Slippy. Or not Slippy. Hauk Tuah.
Yes, good. Sandra goes, yeah, well, we might not want to make too much noise if...
Well, he might be able to spit on that thing and heal it.
I guess maybe. And then you hear, at that time, you also hear the bell sound, which is kind of the bell for dinner / what you know is going to be an active bloody hour today, as there are lashings that need to be handed out. And you see Sly, who ran down because, well, if you want to help them, I got to finish up slacking some rope, but I heard pirates were in need. If you want to help, I'll get back to my duties.
Yes, I will go help. You tell Hauk Tuah to come down here.
I will. And he runs off. The three of you run down, and Paul has pulled Golden Tail and Wilhelm up out of the bilge, has closed the door, and kind of laid them, in your guys' little corner of the lower deck. Sandra Quinn will run over and kind of get down on one knee in between the two of them and say a prayer to Besmara. Kind of a little, these sailors are not done quite yet, Besmara. Please lend me your aid.
Throw me in on that while you're at it. I'm a little buffed up myself.
She will spend a full action casting heal spell. Let me just make sure I'm doing this right, because I have not.
Bungo Bubba.
Let me just make sure. Effect concentrates first 35 evidence. Living creatures burst.
JT, where'd your pussy go?
I threw it away.
Increase it.
It's a damn
so
shame.
It's going to be as you feel a warmth kind of whomp go out from Sandra Quinn, and everybody minus Slippy will get 12 hit points back. So Lucky
Nice.
and Wilhelm,
I'm at
you'll get
full.
12 hit points back. Gears will as well.
Yarr, where's that blasted spider? Yarr.
Whoa!
You'll never take me alive, spider! And I'm like waving my hand around, or my paw.
Calm down. You're okay.
What the hell is
You're
wrong with
okay.
you two?
Hauk Tuah, you notice Sly did not come get you. He actually ran over to the captain's quarters.
That bastard.
Obviously, you do not know why, but you do see him head that way with your perception check. Yes. So, Paul will kind of tell you what happened. I heard Lucky here yelp, and I opened the bilge to see you almost eaten by a spider. The thing was the size of most of you.
The damnable thing bit me. If I'd have had a proper weapon,
If
it made
I-
short work of it.
I believe so. It did not take much for me to finish the rest of it. But we need to go. You know how it is. If we are late behind, there are lashings for all of us, and I think this bloody hour is going to be one of the bloodiest we've seen so far. Any kind of
I about gave me life for this ship, and I'll get lashings for it.
well, they expect you to give your life for the ship. That's the way of the pirate. And if you're not captain or one of his officers, I mean, we're kind of just fodder down here.
Yarg. He grumbles.
And he helps you up, kind of dusts you off a little bit. Sandra Quinn will, yes, we need to go quickly. And you all run up to the main deck. Now, when you get up there, Hauk Tuah, you've noticed that all of the officers and even Captain Barnabas has kind of stepped out of the quarters there, and you can see Plug heads down into the middle deck. And as the party comes up to the middle deck and Plug comes down to the middle deck, you guys notice as Plug is unshackling Owlbear and saying, Owlbear, you in the mood for some wrestling? And he goes, oh, Owlbear loves to wrestle. And he goes, good. There's a few crew members. And he sees you guys and kind of smirks. There's a few crew members who have seemed to be lax on their duties, who need a lesson more than just the lashings, I think, today. And Owlbear goes, oh, I like that. And you guys race up as there are a few pirates who are kind of on their knees, ready to be lashed, and Plug comes up with Owlbear, and everybody kind of falls silent. Owlbear kind of comes to this far side here and sits down, kind of looks like waiting to be ordered, and you can see a couple pirates come up to him, and it's not tar and feathering. You know, it looks like they might be sticking like a sticky pine, something that's on the ship, and they seem to be kind of like recoating his shoulders with feathers and kind of laughing at him. And he doesn't seem too pleased, but, you know, every now and again he cracks a joke and laughs a little bit. And Plug administers a handful of lashes to a handful of pirates and then turns around and says, will Wilhelm and Lucky step forward, please? I believe there is some punishment that needs to go around.
I mean,
Do I have to?
Gears, go ahead and make another perception check for me.
I've been a good boy, I swear.
I step forward, looking around.
Well,
Confused?
it seems that we can't even send you to the bilge without failing your duties. Personally, I do not think lashings will do. And he kind of steps behind Owlbear, and Owlbear steps forward and he goes, strip these men of anything they might have weapons on them. And by the state of you, I think we'll let you both go at Owlbear.
Oh, shit.
At the same time.
And I would like both of you to
hello.
roll initiative.
Oh God! Immediately.
I heard this was called a menage a trois.
Take him in the gym,
I
dog
don't want to be
boy.
the lucky Pierre.
Wait, weird. Oh,
So on your character
Hey, I
sheet,
got a 20.
I found it.
there you go.
Bam.
Okay.
They suck.
You guys see Owlbear kind of stands up, cracks his knuckles, and Plug gives him a huge club.
Oh, no.
But he sort of just, he kind of puts it up, leans it up against the barrel, and he goes, I don't think I'll need that for these two. And, Wilhelm. Now, all the pirates have gathered in this circle, and this is kind of your little fighting arena. But it is your turn, sir. You're not off guard anymore. That overdrive is definitely going to be over.
Hesitantly, I will kind of inch forward, and then looking back at Lucky, I'll give him a quick nod, and I will charge forward and attempt to slide tackle and knock Owlbear prone.
Okay. So, there, let's see. Under encounter, there is a trip maneuver that you can target Owlbear and attempt to perform.
Where's that damn menu again?
So it's if you guys moved it to your hotbar, it'll be the basic actions macro, or if you go up to the compendium
I found it.
and look up the basic actions macro, it'll come up with the whole thing. And then on the encounters tab, there will be a trip maneuver.
Wait, under
All the way bottom right.
all the way bottom right.
For the trip.
Under encounter.
Where am I finding? I don't see encounter.
Actually, I
It
have
said
it
it's- you said it's
So
for
when
downtime.
it comes up,
under.
so the basic action
that's
macro,
good.
if you click it, it comes up with all the skills and like stuff to do. And if you up on the top, there's encounter, exploration,
make
and
that macro?
downtime.
Oh, God. Okay. It's been 2 weeks. Okay. So,
Good.
no circumstance bonuses or anything.
Oh, that's your
Okay.
first one.
Yarg!
go.
Come on, Cokenstache.
Well, your first action was to move. Your second action was to trip. Now you can try it again, but it will be at that first map. So it'll have that. It'll be that little second button.
I might as well. This time I'll grab I'll grab one of his feet with both me hands and try to lift it up above me head and fling him back onto his back. Ah, no!
Because
Still
of
a failure.
it
Damn,
was.
man.
I will tell you that one was very close, but because the negative for the
Oh, no.
multiple attack actions, that gotcha. Oh, let me
Shit.
begin. Wilhelm's turn. Okay, Lucky.
All right. Can I run and tumble through him? Is that how that works? That's 2 moves, right?
What are you trying to do? Because there are people standing there. Like you do
I'm
have.
trying to run through Owlbear and like roll behind him. I'm trying to get my panache so I can.
He's trying to feint his ass. and
Yeah,
get behind
yeah.
him,
I will let you do that. That's fine.
All
or
right.
whatever his version of feint is.
So
You see, Grok kind of moves a little bit, and I am. Do you want high or low? Give me a high or low.
do I have to? Well, do I have to roll my tumble through or?
Yeah, you go ahead and do yours, but also high or low, because you're also rolling into Plug, the officer, so he might
High.
do something. High, okay. So that
Uh-oh.
will fail. I'm gonna do a.
Wait, hold on. It was saying I failed on myself.
Oh yeah, you could target him and do it again. Yeah, you're fine. I'll let you.
I mean, I like my roll, but I like that even better.
There you go.
Listen. Okay, so what you can do now is you can take that panache, that little icon with a little person in it. You can click and drag that. There you go, onto yourself, and so that is. You move through enemy space, treating the squares in the space as difficult terrain. Every 5 feet costs 10 feet of movement if you don't have enough speed. So this can all be one action if you have enough movement completely. So what do you move?
Let's see. My movement is
30 feet.
30 feet.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Or
Yep, okay,
20,
that's good.
25 before the panache.
Okay.
Okay. So that's one. That's my move, right?
That'll be one action,
move.
yeah.
And then I want to grapple because I'm a gymnast, trying to take him to the ground. If I can do that.
Yeah, so just find the grapple in your basic maneuvers, and it'll be that first one. Ooh.
Ah, fuck.
Oh,
Wait,
no.
hold on. Apparently I still have Dubloon, so I'm going to use
There you
them.
go.
Speaking of doubloons, folks, y'all can help us out by purchasing some
I'm going
doubloons for us.
to use
Help a
another
brother
Dubloon.
out.
Cause I'm down to 2.
Yeah, I'm down
Alright.
to 2 too. There's a link up there in the pinned chats, both of them.
All right, so I used 2 doubloons there.
All right.
2?
And he is
Yeah.
effectively grabbed.
All right, and then while I have him on the ground, I want to let's see. Wait, I want to try to demoralize him.
It's like a toddler holding a grown-up's leg.
Okay.
I want to try to demoralize him.
Yeah, go right ahead in that
And
basic action.
As I'm on the ground, I go, "Take this," and I just start licking his face. Just,
Your tongue feels weird. Owlbear does not like.
You don't know where I've been, Lou.
Well, Lucky likes Owlbear. so what do I do for demoralization?
In that basic action tab, there is a demoralize in the encounter. So just have him targeted and click that, and it will automatically roll it for you.
Oh, okay. And then, why does mine say boo? Wait, what?
Huh?
Boo. It says boo. I don't know. And I have +1 to circumstance, right? Because panache.
Does it give you? It should automatically add it because you have panache active.
Well, on my screen, it's showing it crossed out.
What is the demoralize? Or
When I click demoralize, I have
Are
my
you clicking
panache.
demoralized on yourself?
No, I'm targeted on Owlbear, but it's got it crossed out. So do I just click it on as if it's on there? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And a
16.
success. So he will then be frightened as you lick him, and you hear from behind it, Plug say, Owlbear, if you lose this, you won't get any rations for a week. And you can see he's kind of like, oh, and 5 lashings. So you think the combination of you licking him and the threat from Plug sends him into a frightened state. And now
Don't
it
leave
is
my Owlbear alone.
Outrage.
his turn.
That's my friend.
By the way, while this is going on, JJ, I'm using this. Never let a opportunity go by without grasping it and grabbing it by the boobies. So I'm snuggling up to Sandra because I'm scared for my friends.
Gotcha. Well, he is going to try to escape your grab.
My friends. Sandra.
Let's
Oh,
see
no.
if-
I get away from them two just in case she pulls out a gun and shoots them. So I'm just gonna move over here.
I'm just a lovable frog, man.
Okay, so he does get out of the grab. So he tosses you off him. And then, yeah, he's just going to punch you at that point. Fist. But it is a map. Ooh, and he's going to use one of his doubloons because F that. He just jumped on him, and he's being threatened. Of course. That's how we roll here. Oh, oopsies, you can't see any of these.
I didn't see the roll.
Sorry, hold on. Let me reveal it. So I
First,
I rolled a 2, which was a critical miss, and then I spent one of his doubloons to then roll a natural 20.
Sweet.
But this is non-lethal damage. This is just to knock you out.
Puppers.
16 points of damage as he just pah, pah,
One shot.
punches you in the face.
This motherfucker kicks dogs.
And yeah, throws Lucky into a barrel to the side here. Wilhelm, roll me a sense motive, if you would, real quick, as you watched this little encounter just happen.
Let's see.
Should be under the basic.
Sense motive. Oh, it's under the basic. Sense motive. Oh, I accidentally privately rolled it.
That's okay. I got it. It's all good. Yeah. Nope. You just watch him pretty much grab Lucky, punch him in the face, and then just throw him into the barrel, and Lucky's all, knocked out again.
So apparently, yet again, I rolled terribly.
So we're gonna go.
All right.
We'll do bottom of the round. If there's Gears or Hauk Tuah, if you want to do anything, I know. Hauk Tuah, you are kind of.
I snugs up on
Yeah.
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Okay,
Gears is good.
I'm snugging, man. I'm not getting involved with this shit.
Wilhelm.
Actually, I will turn to this guy next to me, Paul the Pale.
Mhm.
Bet you 1 copper the dwarf pulls this one out.
Paul looks at you.
I yell back.
Why would you bet money like that on a terrible bet?
That's terrible.
He might
You know
pull
what?
something out, but I don't think it's gonna be the victory.
I'll tell you if. Well, yes, I think you're going to win, but we'll double it if he loses and Owlbear throws him 10 feet.
You got a deal.
All right. And he
Toss that
shakes
ball.
your hand. And Wilhelm. And you can see other bets are happening around as that just happened. There's, Tam Narwhal's going around, and he's like, well, the Lucky's out. Didn't, yeah, nope, expected that one. How long do we think Wilhelm has? And you hear, one round, one punch, stuff like that going on.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. So seeing all these bets go around,
hold on.
then everybody hates me, and he
Hold on, before
hurt
you
my
beat
friend.
him up. Oh, my friends! I put a silver on Owlbear. My friends! Oh, no! Oh, go ahead.
Ain't no one taking that bet. They all know Owlbear is going to win.
I'm going power level 3000. I'm gonna attempt an overdrive.
Is he getting ready to...
Damn you!
Damn you, Scuba Steve!
Damn it!
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
All right. I guess. Okay. So that's one action. I'll try another one I'll do another one. I guess to try and trip him again. Is that going to be at a -5 as well?
No. So you're going to look at... no, because the overdrive is not an attack. So anytime you use something that has the tag attack, that's when that multiplier will start in effect.
Nice.
Okay. Nice. All right. Come on, baby.
Hey! Nice. You knock him down.
Flat on his back. I leap on top of him and bring down the hammer fist. For my
All I
final
had to
attack.
do was bet against him.
Unarmed strike, and this one's probably going to be.
This will be the first map.
MAP.
Yep.
Do I get any circumstance bonuses?
It'll automatically be taken into account because he has the effect on him. And he's frightened,
sweet.
so he's
Okay.
a little bit easier to hit.
Come on!
Oh, I thought.
Hey, there you go.
Woo.
Roll the
Nice.
damage.
Max damage, let's go. Come on.
Yeah.
Nice.
Gar!
Hey. Yeah.
Missed him.
All right. Well, we are at Owlbear's turn. Unless Lucky has anything that'll get him some hit points instantly. You're not dying or anything. You're just unconscious.
I don't think I do.
All right. Owlbear. Let's see. He is going to stand up from prone. That is going to be one action. So that is always going to cost an action for that. And yeah, he's just gonna... Actually, what is this? Not what I want to do. He's just gonna swing at you. Wilhelm.
Oh, he's barely injured. God damn.
But he's gonna miss with the first attack. But he'll hit with the second.
Oh.
So that first one was kind of him, getting you off his back and kind of swinging at you. And then once you guys are at level footing, he seems to connect. But it's not a crit, so it's not too bad.
When
And
you say level footing,
5 points of damage.
you
Both of them are on their
towering
feet.
over him.
Too
Uh,
bad.
bottom of the round, Gears, Hauk, Tuah, is there anything you would like to do? You could see a couple people being like, "Oh, come on, Owlbear! I just lost, blah 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 blah." You know what? We're gonna roll. Wilhelm, would you like high or low?
Give me low.
Roll this on the table here for you. Ooh, a 90. All right. Some people throw some just like crap at Owlbear, but nothing useful. There was a chance maybe something useful got thrown, but not today. And Wilhelm.
All right. So I can do. It says frequency once per round, so I assume I can attempt overdrive again.
Yes.
Overdrive.
All right. So I'm gonna try that again. I'm winding up.
I think
Come
I
on,
can.
Daddy-o.
I think I can.
Oh.
I can't.
Damn you!
Gears, you kind of hear behind you from the people up there, Barefoot Sam's and Badger. They're like, is he going to poop his pants? What is he doing?
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna use my final doubloon on that.
I
roll.
think
I'm
he
sick of
might.
failing that roll. I'm sick of failing that roll. Let's do it one more time.
Hey! Critical success!
Let's friggin' go!
All right. You can go ahead and drag that overdrive onto your token, and it will give you that. And it will add the extra damage from the critical as well.
Nice. All right. But with that, well, I hit him.
I imagine it being like the Henry Cavill like collar pop thing that he does, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, the lock and load.
Yeah. All right.
Come on now.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Hey, that'll hit.
Hit.
Hey. I'll
Solid
take-
hit. Not bad.
Not bad at all. That was a good hit.
All right, one more. Come on, Daddy-o, let's go. Arrgh. Critical.
all right.
miss.
All right.
You, sir, are fucking.
Oh, ye of little. Well,
I don't know who to root for. I like Owlbear and Wilhelm.
Is no longer frightened. I was supposed to take that off last round, but that's right, I forgot to do it. Yeah, and he is just gonna full on. Actually, you know what? He is going to try to.
If you get knocked out,
grapple
we'll get a
you.
Wilhelm scream.
His
haven't
first
tried
attack
that
is going to be a grapple, and he's going to roll a natural 1 on that. If you already have the target grab free, your target can either grab you as if it succeeded using grapple against you. Okay, would you... I don't know if that comes up on yours, but because he critically failed a grapple, you can either try to grapple him or shove him prone.
Oh, I'll shove him prone.
All right, well, he'll go prone, and then he'll use
move,
his...
good move,
He'll
good
use
move.
his second action to stand up. So then he will then
Fuck.
strike at you, but it will be at a minus because of the attack.
Second attack.
But you basically let him waste an action, and he rolled a 2 to miss.
Nice.
Oh my!
All right.
Is there any?
All you gotta do is not fuck up.
Is anybody taking actions again outside of the combat?
I say, now all you gotta do is not fuck up.
Oh, okay. Wilhelm, it is your turn. Sorry, I targeted you there.
All right.
All right.
Let's see.
That's an
Music is-
attack. I don't know if I want to do that.
Audio's
His weapons.
annoying.
Let's see. If I, how far does a shove push him?
I believe it is standard 5 feet. Let's find out.
Standard 5 feet. Okay.
Shove action. A success will be 5 feet. A critical success would be 10.
Just
Okay.
beat him up while you got overdrive. Come
Yeah.
on.
If okay, yeah, I kind of feel like I have to.
All right. We're gonna go for the 1, 2, 3. Jab, jab, cross.
I will tell you, he is within range of you
Hey.
taking him down. So that is a hit.
It's a pretty good hit.
Nice.
All right.
You could end this.
Man, you got knocked the fuck out.
And that's why
Come
I bet
on.
it on my boy Baloo.
Drop it at the jugular.
even, which means I have to jump really high.
Ah,
Roll the damage. What does it look like as you knock Owlbear unconscious?
I get him once with a straight to the gut, and as he bends over, I dip down and I come right up with an uppercut directly under the chin. Breaks his jaw right in half.
Yeah, you definitely, split the lip, and you can definitely tell that you might have even fractured his jaw maybe with that punch, and he crumbles to the ground, kind of almost on top of a plug, and the rest of the pirates go berserk. Wilhelm!
I run up to him. Man, you got knocked the fuck out.
You see
job, buddy.
Wilhelm as you kind of look around. Paul the Pale comes up and scoops you up. Sandra comes over and attends to Lucky and kind of brings you back to consciousness.
I walk over to Paul the Pale. It's time to pay up. I told you the dwarf would win.
I'm a bit surprised, but yeah, you are right. He gives you a copper piece.
Good job, Wilhelm. You owe me a silver for inspiration, buddy.
I owe you nothing.
And you can, I'll take perception checks from the entire party as you guys are celebrating.
I never had a doubt, Wilhelm. I bet on you.
Always there and always
barrel.
true, Gears. Always true.
Oh, wrong, Rolly. Rolly.
Oh, I guess I can
Where's my Rolly?
end the
There it is.
encounter. All right. Yeah, all of you here as Plug and a couple of his minions, Aretta, Syl, and Narwhal, kind of grab Owlbear and drag him back to the main deck. You hear Plug say, "One of these days, Owlbears, it's going to be lashings until you can't stand. You made a fool out of us." And they drag him off. Rations are handed out, and we are effectively
Yar,
on.
go easy on him. It wasn't quite a fair fight.
And you get, the side eye from pretty much that entire group that walks away. Scourge hands out the rations and gives you one, and we'll actually give you a second ration as well, Wilhelm. And he says, "Good job. To be quite honest with you, I didn't think a dwarf with a peg leg and an eye patch would best Owlbear, but maybe he's grown weak after his time on the ship. Well done."
I never had a doubt.
I say quite clearly lying.
And he laughs and he goes, "Well, you'll make a good pirate with that attitude, my friend. Take an extra ration for the evening."
Yarg, much obliged.
Yeah, and so we are effectively on those nighttime actions. If there is anything in particular somebody wants to do, I guess we'll start with the victor, who everybody is coming up to you, and it's kind of the same thing. You can, you make, roll me a D8, Moss. Roll me a D8.
A D8. /1D8.
All right. You make 2 copper pieces. As a couple folks come over and say, well fought, friend. Here's a little bit of my earnings. I think you can use them, and you make a little bit of money
Damn it,
off of
I
that.
lost the silver.
Oh, why, much obliged. Thank you.
Yeah. So Wilhelm, your evening activities, you can go straight to bed because you've been in 2 fights today. You can gamble a little of that money you just made, do some entertaining, influence an NPC, be sneaky.
I think I'm gonna try to influence Grok again.
Okay. All right. So yeah, Grok will come over and congratulate you on a fight well fought. It was a pretty good fight there, Wilhelm. I didn't quite think you had it in you. Where'd you learn to fight like that? It seemed that. Are you? And she kind of grabs your arm, and she's like, "I don't know what it was, but there was something you did that seemed to give you that a little bit of an edge."
Yeah, it's a bit of a device of my own imagining. I'll just say it helps me out when brute force is needed.
Well, I will say that I am a little bit more impressed after I've actually witnessed you fight. Maybe when the storm ends and if we get out a little bit, I will make sure I can have you assist me checking over weapons.
I'd very much like that there, Grok. I think that'd be a much more fitting position for one such as myself, rather than swabbing the deck and killing bilge spiders.
Yeah, from what I've heard, you're not too good against bilge spiders, though. Then she kind of
No,
smiles.
but I'm good with owlbears.
Yeah, she definitely laughs at that, and then go ahead and just roll me a diplomacy. Might just have to be through your character sheet. I don't think you have. I don't think it's
Diplomacy,
trained.
Okay. Any bonuses or anything or no?
I've lowered the DC on my end for you, so just
Okay.
roll and we'll.
Hey.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely think that Grok is a little bit more friendlier towards you now after seeing that and seeing that, there is some sort of skill to what you've been claiming. Yeah, next let's do Hauk Tuah. What kind of nighttime activity would you like to do?
Hold on. Gotta open up my thingamajiggy.
Yeah.
Where the hell's nighttime?
If you go to ship actions, it'll be
I
yeah.
got it. I gotcha. I am going to where to entertain, of course,
Okay.
because I am an entertainer. Where's my performance thingamajiggy?
For you, I think it should be under basic. Is there one in basic actions?
Yep. Holy shit! I did not do well.
do not think you have rolled higher than a natural one without using a doubloon on any of these performance checks.
That's not true. But I will use a doubloon. Once I refine them sons of bitches. Where's my damn character? Oh, there. No, wait. No. Ooh, what? Where? Ain't enough room on this damn thing. Give me 1 second, buddy.
There, you're good.
Where the hell? Where's my baboons?
You can
Am I
always just. You might be out, but you can re-roll. That's fine. We'll say that the excitement of the day kind of gives you another chance as you start, and maybe you croak a little earlier than you had meant to. You squeak a little bit, but there's only 1 or 2 pirates who seem to catch what had happened, so they'll give you a re-roll.
Hold on, no. Well, I have one, but I'll do it in a second. All right, let me roll
that's
my
fine.
performance. Where you at? I lost you. There we go. Come on, buddy. What the fucking hell?
You don't think it's you. You think it's just the excitement of the fight. Has people a little more focused on Wilhelm and that celebrating. It's not your performance. It would never be your performance. It's just
Never
that.
my performance.
Yeah, it's the storm and just everything that's going on. It's giving you a bad atmosphere.
They're just oh, that was my last doubloon. Shit. They are they're just overwhelmed with Wilhelm's performance that my story didn't come off as good this time. It happens. It happens.
And the crack of thunder and lightning. People are missing bits and pieces of the story. You'll come back to it another time.
I worked so hard today that I was not able to perform my best, folks. I'm so sorry. But give it to Wilhelm for whooping that ass. Now, Lucky, I don't know what the hell happened to you, buddy, but God damn, you got knocked out too.
Hey, I was winning. He hit me really hard.
Yeah.
That's
and,
what getting knocked out means.
Speaking of Lucky, what would you like to do for your nighttime action?
I would like to thank Sandra for always taking care of me, and then I would like to look around to see if the people that took Owlbear downstairs are back up yet, and then I want to go to Owlbear if they're back up.
Yes. After a few minutes, Narwhal comes up, Sly and Aretta come up, and you see Plug heads back towards the captain quarters. Same with Scourge, and they kind of mumble. All the captains go into the captain's area to kind of share their evening with the captain. All right. And
guess
Stitchman will come up to you, who's kind of the medic, so to speak, on the ship. Will kind of give you a little bit of healing as well. He asks,
Thank you, Stitch.
Wilhelm, would you like me to look at any of those bumps and bruises for you?
I wouldn't mind if you did.
All right. Lucky, you will get 11 hit points back. And Wilhelm, you will get 3. He kind of
I feel
looks
slightly better.
looks you up and down, and some of the
Look at
damage
that
is
thing.
right around where your peg leg. It's kind of abrased a little bit, and he goes, "Oh yeah, I got some ointments and stuff," and yeah, he does all right. He does all right. Yeah, and then Lucky, what were you doing again? Sorry.
I want to go get influence, and then I want to go to Owlbear.
Okay. Yeah, you head down to the middle deck. They don't wake him up. He is down there. They kind of put him in his little corner cot area behind all the boxes. They've chained him up, and he is still unconscious.
I split half my ration and put it right next to his sleeping body, and then go to bed.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely notice he does not have a ration with him, So, and then you go to sleep. Perfect. And Gears.
I thought you were going to sniff his crotch while he lay there knocked out.
I refuse to
Smells
describe what a pirate's crotch would smell like, so we're just gonna
you know,
black
dogs
screen
love
that one.
those crazy smells.
Yeah.
Gears is going to try to entertain where Hauk 2 was unable to do so.
Okay.
I will tell a better tale of the fight that transpired. Whoa.
Okay.
And I have no tale to tell personally, so I'll just roll for it. But I would really try to amp up the fight and Owlbear and Wilhelm and the fighting of the Titans, and it came down to a final blow powered by dwarven technological know-how and resolve, blah, blah, blah. Performance, right?
Yep.
Perform?
Welcome to the shit rolls, buddy.
Well, I'm going to use a Dubloon. That'll leave me with 1 left. Got to outdo the frog. I mean, come on.
Ooh.
1 more doubloon and I'm out. Last of my doubloons to try to beat a frog. Telling a story. Good God, man. I got a +7. What is going on here?
There we go.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
I'll take
we'll
an
call that a success. You tell a little bit, you get a little crowd, and you think that kind of the same thing that Hauk Tuah ran into is as much as people are talking about it and you're hyping up the thing, you're hyping up the story and the fight and everything like that. You think people are just still more interested in talking to Wilhelm. Maybe in a couple days, the story goes over a little bit better.
Well, did I mention that the great fight will summon a kraken full of treasure for us to fight?
Oh, a couple of pirates look at that and they go, "Oh yes, may we find a ship and board soon," stuff like that.
There we go.
It gets a little,
Shit out of my ass here.
You rouse a little bit. You know what? And Wilhelm, make me a perception check.
Alrighty.
I kind of look at Hauk
Perception's over
2.
here.
It's a tough crowd tonight.
Rat bastard little
Hey.
robot. I know what you mean, buddy. I know
You're-
what you mean.
You're being congratulated by everybody. You saw all of the officers. Stitchman hangs out a little bit, makes sure you guys are okay. Helps some of those who got lashed pretty badly. He doesn't really spend a lot of attention to it, but he gives them, like a gauze pack or something like that. You notice that kind of hovering on the outskirts, maybe talking to a few pirates, but always keeping an eye on your little group, is Kalki Tarun. She is one of the cabin girls, kind of on that officer level, but doesn't really have officer power. She's one of two girls who are always with the captain, and kind of his,
His
personal
main squeezes.
Yeah. Not too much is known about her, even if you ask. You know that she has some magical abilities, but that's pretty much about it. She kind of seems to keep an eye on you and the party pretty heavily this evening. You notice that a lot of her gaze tends towards Sandra more than anything else. But the rest of the night is uneventful, and we are going to do
Speaking of
something. Yes.
I would like to butter up Sandra to help out my friend. He's looking a bit under the weather, and I still have a +2 with her. And kind of looking like shit still.
She does tell you, she's like, I'm sort of out of spells for the day. I had to use some during the storm, but in the morning I will make sure that I tend to them.
Oh, that's
first
totally
thing.
understandable. Thank you so much. You're the best.
Of course. It was quite the show, and she kind of leans in and says, I think that eyes are on you for good and bad, if you understand my meaning.
Sounds like every day around here, to be honest with you.
Yes. The rest of the night goes, this evening, uneventful. You guys go to sleep. In the morning, the storm is not as bad. You think the day before was the worst of it, but also through the night, you guys feel like you have gained a level. So we're going to do a quick level real quick.
Ooh.
That way, those who are new to the system and those watching can learn a little bit about how the leveling happens in Pathfinder 2E. Now, it's very easy with Foundry, because what you're going to do is you're going to open up your character sheet.
Yep.
And you are going to just put your level to 2. Right at the top there.
That's it?
That's it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go to your feats area of your character sheet. And there should be
and we can get a... I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. You will see in that area, there will be an empty slots, which is then you'll pick those feats. That's how you'll know when you'll get feats, is it'll just show you
slots.
automatically. I think... let me make sure.
I got a class feat and a skill feat.
Yes.
2E.
Is that right?
I got the same. It will vary sometimes depending, but yeah, you should get that.
Is it an and or is it a both?
Nope, you get both.
Oh shit, okay.
So, and we are also going to play with pretty much the variant rule that almost everybody plays with. It's called the free archetype rule. This will give you effectively another set of feats to choose from. And these feats...
Do you have to activate that? Because I don't see an option for it.
Let me see.
Yeah, I don't know.
I might look into it after stream, but you might have another feat to pick up. I'll have to ask Infamous if it is disabled on the new update. But there might be another feat. I'll let you guys know if you have another feat to choose from. But for now, you have a couple feats. And we'll take a few minutes to kind of go through. Mega, since you have the most experience, we'll kind of talk about maybe where you think you're going to go as you're looking at class or skill feats. If you
that
have
is
an
frightening
idea
that I have the most experience. So frightening.
Right.
I'm going to do a skill feat first, because when I do class feats, it's bringing up class and archetype, and I need to narrow it down to what is actually my class feats. So I'm going to have to look that up, but I'm going to go to skill feats and see what I have here.
Yeah, and so if you guys all see where it is the feat, you can either click the browse or just the little microscope, and it'll bring up those specific feats.
And I'm going to go to the level 2 feats first, see if anything strikes my fancy. and then see if I also meet the prerequisites, obviously.
Yeah, if there's anything you see right away, let me know, because I'll pull it up so chat can kind of glance at them as well.
Yeah, it's I'm on the spot here. I don't know what I want. I
No,
don't even know
you're
what
good.
the options are.
Yeah.
You
I
have
see what you're saying.
quite a bit. But that's
Yes.
okay. They won't necessarily be needed too much over the
That's
course
good.
of the next day or two here, since pretty much the next day rolls around. The breakfast bell goes off. Everybody kind of runs to, and then you are assigned jobs and everything. So the next day goes rather smoothly. We're gonna kind of fast forward a few days. Mostly for the sake of doing the same roles over and over again gets kind of boring.
So I do think I found a skill feat I might get. It is called Subtle Thief. Makes it
Subtle?
easier for me to take things. Subtle Thief. It is a rank 1 feat.
Okay. Let's take a look at it here. Subtle Thief. When you use successfully steal something, observers take a -2. Nice. Okay. Additionally, if you first create a diversion using deception, taking a single palm an action, steal action doesn't end your undetected condition. Wow, that's actually pretty awesome.
Yeah, it seems like an interesting one for my character. So I'm going to take that.
Okay. Nice.
So
Subject to change, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a lot under class feats. I'm seeing a lot of dedications and not a whole lot else.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of shit.
So, if you let's see.
A lot of dedications.
Yes.
Ain't wrong.
So that is kind of that is your multi-classing, so to speak. So if you, for instance, will just because I have it up here, if you look at the bard dedication and you open that up, you cast spells like a bard and gain cast a spell activity. You gain a spell repertoire and 2 common cantrips from the occult spell list or any other occult cantrips you've learned or discovered. You're trained in the spell attack modifier. So again, something interesting Pathfinder 2nd edition did was they say you pick a class. You will always be that class. But using feats and picking these dedications will allow you to gain abilities from other classes or shift yourself in some manner that is outside the scope of your class. Beastmaster dedication, for instance, is one. You'd get I believe you get a pet. You gain the service of a young animal companion that travels with you and obeys your commands. Things like that. If I can figure out, I think...
I would recommend going to the Pathfinder Archives of Nethys site to look up your actual feats so you can see what to look at on the list. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, because it does bring up everything.
Okay, so what it brought up in Foundry is not everything.
It's everything and then some.
Yeah, it's everything and then
Okay.
some. Yeah. So, and what?
Okay.
So, since you bring up the dedications, if looking into it, I decide to do the free archetype before next time we play, I'll let you know. It effectively gives you a free dedication feat, and every couple levels you get a free dedication feat. Now, the only caveat to that is if your dedication feat you pick has a tree of feats, it's one is Viking dedication. Let's say it has Super Viking dedication and then Super Saiyan Viking dedication. You have to pick those, but it's a free set of feats. Gives your character some uniqueness, maybe some abilities, something like that. But for the moment,
Sweet.
those are also things to look at if you're like, well, I like my core abilities. But I want to shift my character a little bit. Some of these dedications might be right for you. I know, Biggles, you were talking about maybe kind of going into more of a healing or a protector role.
Yes, because Lucky is now traumatized from getting his ass kicked now twice, and he realizes how much we need healing, and he's like, I need to learn this because I am handy with my paws, I can repair stuff. I might as well use my paws to do other things now. But I don't see anything with the class feats or the skill feats to get me what I want.
Well, the cleric dedication would fall under your class feat, and that would allow you to cast spells like a cleric. You would gain cast a spell activity. You would have 2 common cantrips each day from the divine spell list or any other divine cantrips you have access to. You're trained in all those things. Wisdom would be your spell modifier. You become bound by a deity's anathema and receive
I can't do
deity's
it.
divine
My
sanction.
wisdom's only 0.
Yeah, it's there. So that
Is
again
there
would
something
be-
else I could do like that?
Let's see. If we're looking through, is there anything? Oh, there is a pirate dedication. Just so everybody knows.
I did see that, and I was
Yes, there is.
I was thinking of doing that, but I want to really be like, he's traumatized. He needs to learn how to heal people. He's got to. And I don't think I'm trained in the occult either, so I can't. Yeah, so I can't use the other one that.
Now, then
Is there a way
maybe
to-
what you want to do is look at skill feats first and see if you can. So there should be a feat allow you to pick up a skill. So if it is occult or something like that that you need to pick up, let's see. Additional lore, would that be knowledge expand? Nope, that's going to be a lore category.
I was looking for one that maybe I can like learn to be trained in medicine, so I could be like a battle medic or something. I don't know.
Yeah, you gotta be trained.
Yeah,
in
there is battle medicine.
Yeah, that one's good. You just have to be trained in medicine.
Yeah, I have to find something that allows me to train in medicine.
So there is a skill feat you can get where you can choose a skill to become trained in. So you could pick that. That would put you up in trained in medicine, and then you would then be able to get the other one.
That would be that would be probably a couple levels.
Skill training. Intelligence +1. Please tell me I have intelligence +1. Yeah! Woohoo!
So-
Intelligence +1.
Yep. So you can just drag that over to your skill feat section, and it will let you train in whatever skill you're picking medicine.
Oh, that's weird.
So I'm thinking about getting Talisman Esoterica, but I have to know formulas for that to work. Do I get any formulas automatically that I might have unlocked in my robot brain, or do I got to pick those up?
So
'Cause
formulas.
if I do, I might get a different feat.
So formulas are going to be, let me read the whole thing. Thaumaturge. Symbols, special each day during your daily preparations. You make 2 talismans. You must know each talisman's formula. Talisman created this way is temporary. For all common talismans in the core rulebook of your level or lower, your talisman is through.
Yeah, it says I know all the common ones, so I guess I just unlock that in my mind.
Yeah. So that's, maybe you are, going through your little rituals in the morning. Because what is your implement? What did we make that?
I implement's my weapon right now. I have
Okay.
a weapon as
Yeah.
my implement.
So
I can change
maybe-
it to a different weapon, but it has to be a weapon.
Maybe you're just going through your stuff and doing whatever normal rituals you do in the morning. And yeah, you find a couple talismans and you know how to formulate some stuff.
All
there.
right, good
I'm
deal.
not sure.
I actually missed that. I know all the common ones when I read it, so that's why
Yeah.
I even asked. But
No,
I know
you're
all the
good.
common ones, so that's cool.
Yeah, I like that the Thaumaturge is just such an interesting class because it's this combination of using arcane implements to boost yourself. It's almost like just the pure magical version of the inventor.
Very much so. Very much so.
Moss, has anything stricken your fancy so far?
As far as class feats, not yet. I'm still looking through those. However, in skill feats, I did pick up improvised tool. And it
Nice.
says, I can jury rig solutions when I don't have the proper tools on hand. I can attempt to repair damaged items without a repair kit. Furthermore, if I have the raw materials available, I can craft a basic caltrop, candle, compass, crowbar, fishing tackle, flint and steel, hammer, ladder, baton, rope, 10-foot pole, replacement thieves picks, long tool, short tool, or torch, without consulting a basic crafter's book.
Nice. So a little on the go crafting. Well,
I'm an
perfect.
on-the-go crafting table.
Perfect. If everybody, while you're doing that, as we kind of jump into actions, roll me their d6s for what their tasks for the day will be.
Did that work?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
All right.
So, I know we're doing our tasks, but if I don't do a dedication because I still have to get like another skill level up to get what I want, can I just pick like a regular one that's on my class, or does it have to have like dedication?
So the simplest way to do it is to pull up Archives of Nethys and then go into your class feats, find the one you want there, and then just locate it in Foundry. Because there are... Well, unless it's giving you... Hold on. Maybe that is how the free archetype is working in Foundry. Let me see something really quick.
I think in Stranger Winds we have a separate feat for our archetype. That's why I asked if something had to be turned on.
Let me see something real quick. Swashbuckler. Skill feat. Nope. Okay, no, that works fine. Yeah, so if you just go into the Swashbuckler on Archives of Nethys and go to Swashbuckler feats, that'll pull up all of the Swashbuckler specific feats. And then when you find one, obviously you can only go up to level 2, but when you find one, go into that same category on Foundry and then just locate it there and drag it over. But yeah, we will kind of we're gonna blow through a couple days as kind of things happen. Is there anything in particular over the course of, we'll say, 2 days that anybody is going to try to do?
I really want to try to sell that statue I found, but I think selling it on the ship might be the wrong course of action, being
Okay.
I found it on the ship, so I'm going to wait. But
Okay.
other than that, I have nothing.
Can I pick
So-
something now and maybe change it later?
Yeah, I'll let you guys until next session kind of solidify.
I'm done then.
But I wanted to, in case you had any questions right away about.
I do
certain
have a
things.
question though.
Yeah.
Because I have Flying Blade, but Flying Blade came up as one of the things I could take, even though I already have it.
It could just be. It could have been a dedication. I'm not sure. It might have just come up, even though you already had it.
Okay. Well, I took finishing follow through, which means if I finish somebody, I keep my panache. I think,
Oh,
or
nice.
something like that.
Finishing
Yeah,
foe
it's
maintains your
kinda dope.
swagger. You gain panache if your finisher brings the target to 0 hit points. So you'll
Right.
gain
If I
panache.
use a finisher, I get my panache. I keep it or gain it or whatever.
Well,
If I'm using
it's
the finisher.
if you knock any opponent to 0 hit points, you gain panache. So
Oh, I thought you had to use a finisher to do it.
no. But
Okay.
if you use the finisher, you'll still keep the panache if you drop somebody to 0. So it's
Right,
one of
right,
those,
Right. That's what I
you
meant.
know, yeah.
And I also took combat climber, so when I fight, I can still fight when I'm climbing, and I'm not off guard or anything like that. So I'm basically, I can like walk up a thing as a frog boy, sticky toe, and not be off guard. I'm used to fighting while climbing, cause I'm a frog boy.
Nice. I like it.
So I do have a couple of things here. First and foremost, I'm curious about your opinion. I'm thinking about picking up the duelist dedication.
I was thinking about that too.
Okay.
Yeah. Always ready to draw my weapon and begin a duel no matter the circumstance, and I gain the quick draw ranger feat, enabling me to both draw and attack with a weapon as one action.
Okay.
And I'm wondering if you think that might do me any good.
Now, I will say anything that can combine actions is going to be good. So if you, especially with your overdrive, if you're caught off guard or something like that happens, it'll allow you to, pull out weapons as one action instead of going 1 action, 2 action, 3 action. So anything to cut certain actions down is always a good thing. You enable you to draw and attack a weapon as one action. So that is a very good one, especially if you're going to be, you probably will be in situations where you might not have drawn your weapon and get attacked, kind of thing.
Okay. All right. Well, in that case, I'll go ahead and pick that one up because I definitely don't want to be caught off guard. And then, as far as what I'm doing over the next couple of days, if you'll allow it, I would like to see if I can convince Grok to let me experiment on one of the muskets below deck and perhaps start working on my innovation.
Well, I will say, she's still pretty much like, the rules are, unless I get orders from Scourge or Captain Barnabas, we don't really touch the weapons. Every now and again, cudgels or clubs can be, given out for those who have certain duties and stuff like that. But the 2 days goes by, and then the next day, everybody, the storm kind of breaks over the course of those couple days, and you are out in open water. And during breakfast that one day, Captain Barnabas, who again doesn't speak too often, speaks to you guys all and says, "We are out in the waters. We're looking for ships now. If you see anything on the horizon, do call it out. I have heard that the trails, the trading routes have been expecting a surge. So when we see something, but with that," and he looks around and goes, "Today's a good day, maybe for some target practice. Grok, let's get everybody armed with pistol or musket, and let's get a couple dummies into the water, shall we?" And you see Grok goes, "Aye, aye, Captain."
Ducky into the water.
I like water. I'm a water dog. Hey, I think I'm going to go with after you. I don't roll initiative. I automatically get panache. I just go last.
Oh,
You
okay.
let them get a hit on you.
Cool.
That's okay.
So Grok will
Unless-
actually come over to you,
You got
Wilhelm.
knocked out twice so far.
Well, I have a question.
Yeah.
Unless I can take a level 1.
Yeah, you can
Class
go
B,
back. Yeah,
and
you can
just
take a
get the
level 1
nimble
class B.
dodge, where I get a +2. Yeah. Okay. Then I want nimble dodge.
Okay.
I didn't even know
Oh,
they
and you
had
know
levels.
what? You know what I just realized? I have an empty ancestry feat.
Well, you better
space.
fill it, boy.
Yeah, go ahead and fill that.
Yeah,
You
so
better-
I'm gonna go ahead and
you
fill
better
that.
fill
but
that empty hole.
continue,
Well, I-
continue, JJ.
Do you not? I thought you took Clan Dagger. Or no, that's a feature. Never mind. Answer sheet. Yeah.
I would
Okay.
also let the captain know that I can see perfect in pitch black if you need me to keep watch for anything.
Oh, hey, also,
These
we're at full
are
health
good.
because it's been multiple days.
Yeah, you guys can all do a long rest. Make sure you're at full health. All those fun things.
Nice. I got 30 HP.
And the captain
So do
kind
I.
of
Yeah,
Rock and
we
roll.
all do. Woohoo!
I only have 26.
acknowledges
Well,
you slightly, but kind of gives that speech, gives over command back to Plug and Scourge. Grok will come up to you, Wilhelm, and say, "Why don't you help me grab some of the guns? We'll probably," she counts, we'll go 5 muskets and 5 pistols, and then we'll see where we're at there.
You've never said anything that made me more excited. Let's go.
And you can
Let's
see
get some weapons.
Scourge has some pirates drop kind of like sandbags into dinghies, and keeping them on a long rope lets them out probably about 100 feet or so, within the range of a musket, we'll say, at least, to one side, and then the other side, another dinghy about 15 to 20 feet within the range of a pistol. Who would like a musket, and who would like a pistol?
Musket, please.
Musket.
Pistol.
Musket.
All right, Lucky's
Pistol.
gonna get. So everybody, go ahead and in your inventory, just grab like a flintlock musket and a flintlock pistol, depending on which one you would like to choose. And you musket folks will be down here.
Where I get this?
If you go into your inventory, into equipment, here, and then just do search on weapons and shields. You can just type in flintlock musket. It will allow you. All right, we're just gonna put.
Am I not trained?
What do you see, search, boy?
The little
Oh, I sees it.
Yeah.
Never mind.
let's see if there's a on the high seas.
Ah, there we go.
And you will see that there are 2 hunting spiders. We will use those to target as kind of the crowd rose up. Grok and plug. And this is going to kind of be a boarding exercise. They say, give you some basic commands on how a boarding ship is going to go, and say that those with the musket will defend, so to speak, against people trying to board you, while the guys with the pistols will kind of learn how to rope and grapple a ship with pikes and all those things. So this guy, let's get him out of here. Those with the muskets. Yep. Biggles.
I can draw my weapon, right? Before we.
Yeah. Everybody
Go
can. Yeah. Make sure your weapon is equipped and you have an action ready for it.
You are going to want to add your ammunition too, if you want to roll.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
How do I
Is
get
this a
ammo?
two-hander?
You're gonna.
It's going to be
rounds?
under consumables, and just look for the weapon you have.
I love
How many rounds? The standard, it gives us 10. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. They give you like a little bag kind of thing. And then once you guys are ready, go ahead and target those hunting spiders and go ahead and roll your first set of attacks.
I don't see the spiders.
Oh,
I don't
are they
either.
not? Oh, yeah, maybe. I'll just put them in the... That's because you probably can't see off the ship. All right, we'll just put them in the center of the main deck there.
Do they just look like people?
Yeah, they're just those little weird default
Okay.
token heads in the middle of the deck.
I got it.
How does
In the middle of the deck?
ammo?
Okay.
So, yeah, go to your inventory, go under consumables tab. You'll search and you just look for either the gun you're using, flintlock musket, or if you type in rounds, it'll come up with.
Works. Thank you. Rounds.
And yeah, you guys can fire.
I gotta say, they put whoever programmed this for Foundry did a great job.
Right?
Thank God.
Like, say what you want about Pathfinder 2e and Foundry, but they got their shit together with this program.
Yeah, no kidding.
And we appreciate
All right. So do you want us to go ahead and roll?
Yeah, go right ahead and roll.
We roll on attack or initiative?
Nope, you guys can just roll attacks.
All
You
right.
know,
The
pretty much
defenders or the attackers?
anybody. So, like, those with the pistol, you're kind of being thrown through a, like, they're getting close. You have a pistol, and then maybe the guy next to you has, like, a grappling hook. So they're kind of, like, doing this mock sea battle on each side.
How do I?
So make sure you have it there. You have the...
In 2 weeks, man.
have to be held.
How do I shoot again?
So you have
Actions?
actions, yep, and then you have your strikes. There you go.
There it is. What? It didn't
So-
pop up?
There you go.
Do I
So
need to target a spider or something?
yeah. You gotta target one of the spiders, so it'll give you the thing for it.
Is that the unharmed
Nice.
guys?
Yeah, the guys in the middle.
Okay.
Got robbed.
No, oh, Jesus Christ.
How many rolls are we doing?
I just shot 5.
Yeah, you can do a couple more.
I don't know.
No, you're good. You can roll a couple more.
With the minus attacks as if
Yep,
or
with
just-
the
okay.
with the minuses. Just go through all 3 and then start again, and then we'll kind of go through.
How do I assign the bullets to my gun? You would think it would be
Oh,
automatic.
if you
Well-
here, I got you. If you look under actions, you can just drop down. I did it for you. You should be good now.
Okay.
And I'm out of ammo.
Okay.
Achoo!
I hit the first one and then critically missed the last 2.
I finally hit one.
I can't see if I hit shit.
Yeah, you got a couple
I
hits
hit
in
'em,
there.
alright.
Yeah, you can go until it says you're out of ammo. You can just keep rolling attacks. That's fine. Just do the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Oh my god, one thing? Come on.
Nice. Okay.
Wait, that one didn't. Oh, you son of a bitch.
Well, hold on. That can't be right.
So we're
Said I
doing the
got
map
eight.
thing for this?
Yeah, so you'll do 1, 2, 3, and then you'll start again.
Gotcha. Oh, man.
Oh, I almost had a net.
Hey,
I'll just throw
there
some
we go.
cutlery in mine and fire again.
Oh, that's funny.
Alright.
There's so
Come
many
on,
dice
Slip.
on the board.
Slip, you need to do better, Slip.
So for the most part, you guys only get yelled at a couple times.
shit.
You know, you got a couple critical misses. There's a couple critical hits. It's pretty even about hits and misses. Plug will come over, and
That second and third shot ain't easy, brother.
yeah, but the critical misses is where things might get a little. Let's see. Let me run to the top of our.
See, I think I've got one more shot left. That was a negative.
There's your negative.
I had one of those. Oh God, negative. I'm that bad.
Arr.
Come on, Slip.
Okay. Wilhelm.
Attaboy. Attaboy. What? An 18? I missed. 15? Son of a bitch. No shit. I'm out of bullets. Oh no, wait, I got one more bullet.
Go ahead and fire it.
Bullet.
There you go. One.
Come on, Slip. Get it? Oh, you son of a bitch.
It keeps jumping back to the fucking bottom one. I'm trying
I
to see
know,
how
it's
many
a
I
pain in
hit.
the dick when everyone's rolling at once.
There should be a way to just see your own.
I agree.
So I think everybody got at least one natural 20, it looked like, almost.
Mm. I wasn't looking. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Looking through, the natural 20s will kind of negate any critical misses that we had as well. So you guys do a pretty good job. You see a couple people get lashed, whether, they jam their gun or break something or do that as Pug kind of does this circle around. But you guys, with some of your natural 20s, kind of avoid getting lashed. And that is kind of the day. The ship is, the masts are kind of hauled in as the captain. You get the gist just kind of through the day that the captain and Scourge are probably planning a route and looking at information to figure out exactly where they want to go and maybe if they know of any ships that are off in the distance. And so we're going to come to the evening of the 8th day on board the Wormwood for you guys. And
Did we
will,
get rid of the gun?
yeah, they take the guns back. and everything. But we will go to nighttime actions for the 8th evening. I'm
going to try to palm the bag of ammo, the 10 rounds, if I can, with my thieving ability. I'll give back the gun, though.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll that for me.
You still got rounds?
I'll find someone else who
Robert.
has some, and I'll snag me a bag. Thievery, because I'm a little klepto.
So it'll be the steal action.
Oh, yes.
Ooh, not good. I'm all out of doubloons.
Yeah, let's. I forgot I haven't added them. Let's
No! Son of a...
plug hat.
Throw him overboard, boys. He's a thief.
Keyhole him.
Yeah, my mistake. I thought I was supposed to take him somewhere else. I don't know.
Watch him like keyhole gears, and he just like rebuilds himself in underwater.
I'm a submarine now, boys. I saw a pineapple down there. It's the damnedest thing.
I rolled the wrong thing. Whatever. I need to do a sea shanty this time. I tried to do some other dog shit.
Grok
Here goes
is
another nat one.
collecting the guns and the ammo, and you can tell you might have just acted too quickly. And she comes up to you and kind of leans in and goes, I thank you for grabbing that bag of ammo from Narwhal there. I will be taking that.
Happy to help. Here you go. I was just trying to be a member of the team.
Yes.
Can I roll a deception, see if I can pull that off?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll try.
And then you can roll me a secret perception. So when you
How do I
roll
do
it,
that?
you'll click the little eyeball with the slash through it instead of the dice.
Secret
I know,
perception.
I think I rolled the wrong performance earlier, JJ, because when I do it in the macros, it says +6, but when I go to my actual character, it's +7.
Interesting.
Because it's under encounter, I guess. It's +6. I don't know.
Let me look at mine, see if I got the same problem.
Well, you
Performance-
leveled up
Plus
since then.
7.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah,
Well,
see, now it says
still
level
says
7.
+6 though.
Oh, I got it. If I
Mine
target
matches
you,
up.
yeah, if I target
Let me
you
check.
and I open
Let
it
me,
now, yeah, you might have to reopen it. Anywho, you think that
wait,
Grok was kind of giving you more of a warning. She's a little bit more friendlier with your group, but you do notice as Plug is kind of walking back into the quarters as you were kind of doing this towards the end of all the gathering of gear, he does seem to track you. He doesn't say anything, but he does notice the encounter you had with Grok.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll start with
If I had
gears.
a collar, it'd be hot under it.
We'll start with gears. What nighttime activity would you like to do?
Nighttime activity. Let's, I wasn't too lucky earlier, so let's try my luck. Let's do some gambling. Let's find us a
Oh,
game
there
to
it goes.
play.
Damn it, I would have succeeded. I had the wrong thing before. I had somebody else targeted.
And then under Pirate Entertainment, you then have some things to play. And again, you don't always have to bet on yourself. You can always bet, on whoever is playing if you want. And then we'll just make just kind of some rolls based on that to see if you win anything.
Well, now that I am in a little better physical position, let's see. I want to do some arm wrestling again. I lost last time. I'm willing to try it again.
Okay. Yeah, arm wrestling. Let's see, who is going to be your opponent today? Just roll.
I got 4 copper, boys. Let's make a wager.
7. Let's see who that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Phipps Chimlut. Where's that little bastard at? Well, he's right here now. Put him next to you. He steps up. He's a little halfling fella, shady kind of character, and goes,
We kick their ass.
I'll take you down there. Gears, I'll wrestle you. Why don't we do, we'll
At
put,
least this time, my opponent's the same size.
size isn't everything, friend. But let's put 5 copper pieces on our little friendly game, shall we?
4 copper. That's all I got.
If that's all you have, we'll put 4. And then, so it'll be opposed strength checks. Yeah, actually quite good at strength. So we'll do, and then just because they have so many hit points, we'll do first to 10 points of damage wins, just because at this point, it's just a lot of, we'd be here for a long time.
Yeah. So what are we rolling?
Strength.
1d20 plus strength.
Yes. So his Phipps got at 8. Oh, a 10. So you will do 1d4 plus strength. And then I'm just going to keep track of 2. So 5
Oh,
points of damage.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
5. Guess I did that wrong, but yeah.
That's right. All right. Yeah, that's fine. All right. Do it again there. We'll see. Ooh, Phipps got a 16.
Oh,
Ooh,
that worked
14.
like a 1 to me.
was...
He hacks.
Ooh, 4 points for Phipps. So
Oh.
we are 4 to 5.
Oh, God. The damn dice, man. They are not our friend.
I got
All
changed
right,
to
6 to
17.
15.
Friend.
Ooh, a 7. Phipps will take your 4 copper pieces. As
Son of a biscuit eater.
you think maybe the last couple days have overstrained you a little bit, maybe string breaks or something like that.
No excuses. Those are for losers. I lost fair and square.
Phipps wins. Let's do
Doing my next roll then.
Wilhelm. What kind of nighttime action would you like to take today?
Well, I don't know if you'd consider this influence, but the captain's main squeeze, or one of his main squeezes, I'd like to see if I can find her.
Yeah, Kalki's out and about. She seems to, during at least this time, for the first portion of the night, hang out with the crew. And you kind of walk up to her, and she kind of looks you up and down. She looks like she's probably in late teens, maybe even younger for her actual age. You're not really quite sure. Scrawny, kind of tallish, lengthy girl in, nice. Everybody wears, pretty much tattered up pirate's clothes, but hers seem to be in a little bit nicer order. And she kind of looks at you and goes, Wilhelm, right?
Yeah. I'm sorry. What did you say your name is?
Kalki.
Kalki. Yeah. Hey, so the other day I noticed you across the room, and I'm curious. I haven't seen you around too terribly much. What is it that you do around here?
Well, I generally keep to myself as I, am. I mean, the term, I guess, official term, as they would call me in Port Peril, and I'm sure the other sailors call me, is cabin girl or cabin wench. But I am kind of the captain's confidant, so to speak. I make sure his wine cup is always full. I make sure he's fed on time. Anything that he needs dealt with, I will be the messenger for. Anything that really the captain needs is what my expertise is.
I imagine that means you have quite a bit of influence on the ship. And
I might tend to agree. I guess it depends on who you're talking to. I wouldn't say that I have the power to command, but I don't think anybody would think about crossing me.
Yeah, you've got the captain's ear.
I guess I do, yes.
Say, do you know, are we, we've been out at sea for what, 6-7 days now, I lose track.
A little more than a fortnight.
Are we
yes.
Are we after something? Do we have a target, or are we just kind of hunting around for whatever we can?
Well, I do know that the captain and Scourge always have some sort of plan, but I think once we hit open waters, they will refer to the maps and maybe any information that they gleaned when in Port Peril to maybe cue us on any certain ships. You know, there's a lot of ocean to cover, a lot of sea to voyage, and I will tell you that rumors in town is a great way to find out about maybe particular ships that are coming south from Cheliax or north through the Merchant's Way here. So we'll keep a lookout for any of those specifically, or just any ships that may be riding a little lower in the water, so to speak. But I'm sure within a day or two, the captain is never too long without some reward. So I'm sure within a day or two now, we'll see some action. And her eyes kind of light up a little bit when she says that.
Say, I don't mean to pry or anything, but I saw you looking at me from across the room the other night, and I'm curious. Does the captain ask me, or did you see something that you liked?
I'm curious. Did you want to get pegged? Sorry.
Well, I will tell you that those who go up against Owlbear normally don't show the finesse or the strength that you showed. So obviously you are a person of interest. Whether that is bad or good, I couldn't say. I thought it was quite impressive the way you took down Owlbear. Your friend, what's his name, Lucky, I've heard. I thought he would have been the one truly to land the better blow, but you seem to have taken advantage of that situation and came out on top, and that's impressive.
Well, he's a good boy, but it takes wits to get out of a certain situation such as that.
You know, I think we can agree that I think that the fighting smarter is always a way to win.
That's what the manager told me. Fight smarter, not harder.
Yes, I think in desperation, though, sometimes if you can glean the opening of an opponent, you can, ensure your success and your win. So I commend you on that.
And I'm pretty good at finding openings.
Well, go ahead and roll that diplomacy. Or whatever, yeah.
I'm going to miserably fail this one.
Oh, that's so close.
An 11, okay. You can't really tell. I mean, she had a conversation with you. Doesn't look like a lot of people talk to her. But you don't get a sense of, you can ask her for a favor, or, now she's going to go tattle on you. You're kind of like, oh, well, we had a conversation. And she excuses herself after a little bit of time and heads into the captain's quarters going, I need to attend to the captain. I'm sure he will be needing my assistance here shortly. Enjoy the rest of your evening, Wilhelm.
Fare thee well, my fair lass.
And she kind of smirks and chuckles a little bit. And let's see. Lucky, what are you?
I am going to perform my magic tricks. So I'm just, I pull out like a deck of cards and start fanning some cards and do some magic tricks.
Yeah, so just roll me a performance.
And I forgot what card I always said was my favorite. So
Okay. With a 19, that will be a success. So that will be +1 to any charisma-based checks to influence anybody in the next 24 hours.
Really?
sweet. So I'm just doing my magic tricks.
Yeah.
Because I like magic and sleight of hand tricks.
And Hauk, Tuah, what is your nighttime activity?
I am going to do a sea shanty song as I dance around and flirt with Sandra as I sing to her the ballad of Slippy.
Okay.
Let's see how I do. Which I have no more Dubloon, so I better not fuck this up.
It's all
comes
the
the
universe
network.
now.
Baby!
Hey, there
job.
we go. All right. You too will have +1 to charisma-based checks to influence NPCs for the next day.
That was directly to Sandra, by the way.
Yeah. I will tell you right now, she is on the friendly track, so there is almost no need to do any more influencing on her in regards to the mechanics. She is already
think
on the
you-
friendly.
Don't understand the purposes of this frog's dance.
I understand the purposes
It's a
of your deck.
big dance.
I'm
They don't-
just
I mean,
saying
they don't call him Slippy for nothing. I'm just saying.
that kind
Like,
of
slip in there.
influence is happening no matter what you do. But now you can, gain others to your side or find out information from others.
I don't like nobody else.
That's totally fine.
All right.
The evening
I'm,
goes by. Yes.
Where's Shorty? I'm gonna go talk to Shorty. Where is she? Did she die?
Rosie?
Did she get beat up? There she is. I'm gonna talk her up to become more friendly with her, but not like in a I want to Sandra you kind of way. It's more like
Yeah.
I want to hang out with you, Shorty.
Yeah, these three kind of all hang out. You can tell Conchabar is enamored by Rosie and is kind of doing the same thing you are doing to Sandra to Rosie, flirting, all these things. But you know that those are in most of the areas kind of frowned upon. But if you can get away with it, you can do whatever you like. But yeah, you stumble up to Rosie and yes, Slippy the Blade. Wonderful tale. What
My dear friend Rosie.
what
how
takes
was
you
your
away
evening?
from Sandra this evening?
I figured I'd give Sandra a break and come see how you were doing. You helped me out in the past. You're a good person. I'd like to see how you are tonight.
Well, I am doing wonderful. It has been an interesting few days on this ship. Wouldn't you say so, Conchabar? And he's like, oh, yeah, yes, it has been an interesting few days, milady. Slippy, your exploits are always interesting to hear. And your friend, Wilhelm there, is packs quite a punch. The other day, that fight against Owlbear was nothing but extraordinary.
You put up quite a fight against that big boy, I have to say. I was very proud of that little feller.
Now, I must ask you on a personal note. I know you are new to the ship, and I see you have recovered some of your things that I fear that Grok will hold on to and only sell for, of course, the highest prices. What?
Oh, he sure does drive a hard bargain, my friend. He sure does drive a hard bargain.
She does.
It sucks paying for something twice, let me tell you.
Well, why, as a friend to a friend, is there anything else that you or your friends are missing that maybe Grok has that would help you in some way? I don't know if I haven't really talked much to you and your friends, but if there's, I don't know if any of you are magic users, if there's, the wizards use their spell books and such, and I can always help. I have had some good luck on this ship, to say the least.
Oh, well, there is one particular item that I'm missing that I would be more than happy if it was returned to my personage, my friend.
And what would that be?
I had a very unique sword pistol that I am missing. When I woke up, it was gone, and I miss it dearly. It was like a brother to me. It is the blade to Slippy the Blade, if you catch my meaning, my friend.
Ah, yes. No, I believe something like that would only enhance your fervor, your performances. I think that might be what's lacking. What makes you Slippy the Blade, you cannot not have while you are telling us the exploits of Slippy the Blade.
That is exactly my point, sir. There is no Slippy the Blade without the blade. It's hard to give your performance without your, what do you say, your, special friend.
I understand. And Rosie will kind of butt in. Gentlemen, must I remind you that, yes, the daggers are okay to flaunt around, but you know that you must be in the captain's good graces to be allowed a weapon of that nature for sure. But Conchabar does have a way with his words, and he might be able to do something for you. But I will recommend being on the good side of one of the, whether it's Scourge, Plug, or the captain himself, before you parade around with the slippery blade.
Well, to be honest, I have not had much opportunity to speak to them, but I've also managed to stay off their bad side as far as I know.
Yeah, they have eyes and ears everywhere. You'll find that this ship definitely works well together so far, but people are loyal to certain people. There are cliques, so to speak, on the ship.
Well, hopefully I have fallen into the one that is, shall we say, friendly to my particular gaggle of friends.
Yes, 5'7" and red hair. We all get it. And she kind of laughs and goes, "Come on, Conchabar, let's dance a little." And there's somebody playing a hurdy-durdy or something like that. And Conchabar's of course, and they go out and do a little dancing. And go ahead and roll your diplomacy.
Diplomacy. Hold a moment, please. Do I even have diplomacy? I don't see it. I see.
You might have to do it from your character sheet.
Okay, hold up. Proficiency. Diplomacy. Come on, baby.
All right. Yeah, you think Conchabar and Rosie gave you some good information kind of about the crew in general. Conchabar might see if he can get you your sword. He says he has some connections with Grok, so we'll see how that kind of pans out.
Sweet. Yeah, I'm not going to flaunt it around or anything, but I would like to keep it in my little area, my frog area, and, when needed, I can retrieve it.
Yeah, definitely.
Not that frog area, Moss.
What is your frog area?
His
In my
lily pad.
locker.
His lily pad.
In my locker.
It's where he keeps his tadpoles.
It's in between his cheeks. But yeah, the rest of the evening
Those slippery cheeks
goes uneventful, and in the morning you will hear the bell, and also the alarm will be raised as in the distance a mast can be seen.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I think there'll be treasure here.
It's time. Oh, Caden.
Finally
Oh,
get
it's
to
time.
use my blade.
Another ship. Let's have some fun.
And as
Finally a
they
battle.
sort of tell everybody, duties will be ran by normal. We need to catch wind and catch this ship. You can tell that, everybody is pretty much in, raring spirits. All duties go off, without a hitch. Everybody is everywhere helping. They've pulled all the crew. Normally there's a nighttime and a daytime, but they have pulled all the crew up. And that, I think, is where we will end today, as you guys are catching a ship. But I will have everybody make a perception check as they close in to see if maybe you catch the name of the ship you are now on the chase for.
The Black Pearl.
Damn your dice.
Let's see.
Ooh, I got a 19. That's
These
so
dice are the
lucky.
worst in this game.
You are maybe at the bow of the ship, helping get a couple cannonballs or ballista bolts or something like that ready and set, when you look up and you can faintly see in the distance on the back of the ship the man's promise.
Does anybody know what the
I
man's
don't see it.
promise is?
And we will have you roll some
To
pirate
get a job
lore
and take care of a wife.
next time, as the camera fades in, it sees Lucky, the camera goes over the ocean and sees the ship, and just the man's promise is what the last scene is, and everything goes black. But yeah, let's go around and talk about where you guys can be found, what you got going on, tag someone else, and then I'll be the anchor of this, and we'll start with MegaReacts.
I'm MegaReacts. You can find me YouTube, Patreon, X, Twitter, BitChute, Rumble, Odyssey, you name it, I'm on it. Look for MegaReacts. You'll find me if you want to find me. I'm also on the Geeks and Gamers channel on Sundays playing Strange Winds. It's a fun game. I will also be on the Savage channel soon playing Rift. And I will throw it to JT.
Yes, you can check me out on my channel right after this, probably playing some State of Decay 2 with a wizard and maybe a Kyle and who knows who else. The Witch will be joining us soon on that. Not tonight, though. Tomorrow night, actually. And the Rift campaign will be starting soon, and MegaReacts will be one of the people going around slaughtering killing all the bad people with our band of misfits in the Rift's universe. And I have to say, we all look pretty badass in that game, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And then you can also normally check me out on every other Wednesday on Wednesday After Dark. I'm not going to call it WOD like Moss does, because apparently he doesn't know what a WOD is, and that's all good for him. And I don't know, Moss. And then Fridays on Mummy's Mask on the G&G Titties channel, we'll be slaying mummies and other Egyptian type things, which is a lot of fun. And then after that, same night, we will have some Kaiju Watch with me and Caleb, where we watch old movies, generally big monster movies, but now we're moving into Kung Fu movies and other Asian cinema as well to entertain y'all as we hang out and talk shit, because talking shit is fun.
You guys should
And then
definitely
Mondays,
watch Surf Ninjas.
Surf Ninjas. It's a good one.
It's a good one.
Right. I'll look into it. And then on Mondays, Call of Cthulhu, where Moss is the lore master and Sevi beats him around like a little bitch.
Watch your tone.
Hey, I'm not the one doing it. I hide in the corner, Moss. I'm scared of you. I'm the only one scared of you, Moss. I'm the only one who fears you, shows you the respect and fears you, where everyone else is like, Moss a bitch. He ain't gonna hurt us. I'm afraid of you, Moss. And that's on the Moon School channel. And I will give it to Moss. I will show deference to my lore keeper while others show him the back of their hands.
Yeah, you know what's funny is that most everybody else doesn't know what Call of Cthulhu was all about. Frost and JT
Frost knows.
do.
Yeah.
Frost knows, JT knows, so they know what's coming. But speaking of Call of Cthulhu, as JT so modestly said, Mondays on Moonskull, you can find me over there running as the Keeper of Arcane Lore, the Horror on the Orient Express. That's my Call of Cthulhu campaign. Next time you'll see me, however, is this coming Thursday on Geeks and Gamers Tabletop for March of the Dragon Queen, and then Saturday on Moonskull again for Star Wars. Every other Wednesday, so not this coming Wednesday, but next Wednesday for WAD. And I've also got a little announcement. If you didn't hear yesterday, on this very channel, I'm going to be running another campaign set in the One Ring RPG system, and it's a Middle Earth Lord of the Rings based campaign, and it's going to be it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. So with that, I will pass it to Biggles.
Hi, I'm Biggles, obviously. So you can find me at youtube.com/BigglesMets, or you can also find me on Kick, same thing. I've been switching more to anime and gaming. I used to do the Goblin Slayer TRPG on there, but I'm an awful dungeon master, or I guess guild master in that. So I had to retire, and I haven't found anybody to DM it to actually continue playing it on that channel. So if you want to see me butcher Japanese names and talk about anime and play video games, go ahead and subscribe at youtube.com/BigglesMets.
Konnichiwa.
And back to JJ.
All right. Yes. Well, thank you, everybody, for being here. A feline name for JJ, that is hilarious. I kind of need to go back and listen to us 3 times the speed. But yes, to kind of follow up on what Moss said, we are working on a One Ring tabletop RPG. Now, we are going to do that one a little bit differently. We are not going to do that one live. We are going to do a little pre-recorded, set it out as a podcast, as a video, and everything like that. So join the Discord. Make sure you are listening as we get closer to, getting all that premiere and everything going for us. Other than that, you can always catch us on most Tuesdays, amid some of us being sick or whatnot, here playing this wonderful Pirates game as we now get into pirating. And you can also find me on the Geeks Gamers Tabletop channel on Thursday nights for the March of the Dragon Queen, Sunday mornings for the Strange Wind. I am on the Moon Skull for the Wednesdays After Dark, and every now and again I pop in when I can. Same with the Dragon's Tavern channel. I try to get on once or twice a week to do some writing or chatting streams, or maybe even some gaming if I go back and find really fun, in-depth RPGs to play with everybody, and we can kind of talk about whatever we got going on. But with that, again, I thank everybody for being here. Don't forget to like the stream. Wait for a little bit. Leave us a comment. Does help with all that fun stuff. Follow all the other channels. Whatever MegaReact is doing, do exactly what he's saying. And yeah, we will catch you guys on the next tide. Yes, I don't know. That sounds kind of all right.
So long, gay boys!
Hoist the sails and catch the breeze. Out to sea we roam with ease. With our hearts so wild and free, sailing the waves of the deep blue sea. Shouting loud our merry song, good spirits guide us all along. With the wind against our face, chasing dreams in the ocean's embrace. Heave ho, to the waters we shall go. Heave ho, through the storms and undertow. Stars above will light our way, moonlight on the ocean spray. Every night and every day, finding treasures come what may. And so brave these tales we weave, with the tide we shall believe. In the tales of yesteryear, whispers carried on the air. Heave ho, to the waters we shall go. We shall go. Heave ho, roll through the storms and undertow.